to defend himself against conspiracy theories from you-know-who about his foreign business deals in China and board position for a Ukrainian gas company. Take a look.
You know what? I'm a human. And you know what? Did I make a mistake? Well, maybe in the grand scheme of things, yeah. But did I make a mistake based upon some unethical lapse? Absolutely not.
Why did you leave the board in April?
It's a 5-year term.
And you chose not to
I chose
continue.
not to. Yeah.
Why?
I think it's pretty obvious why.
This is your opportunity to say why.
Well, because this is what becomes a distraction, because I have to sit here and answer these questions. And so that's why I've committed that I won't serve on any boards or I won't work directly for any foreign entities when my dad becomes president.
So, did he need to come out and do all of this? Was this the right time? I mean, I know he doesn't have anything to do with saying, you know, put it on today. That's a GMA call. But, you know, was this necessary given in our history in America of folks working in different places and such?
Well, you know, I certainly think that there have been a lot of people that have said, wow, why hasn't Hunter come out? We haven't heard enough of a denial from the Bidens. And so perhaps they wanted to put it to rest. But I just think it's the height of hypocrisy for Donald Trump and his family to say anything about any other family's foreign interests anywhere in the world, because we know, even though he's, right? I mean, even though he's president, he has work, you know, his sons are running his company, and they have work in 24 countries, including Turkey, in Istanbul, and we know what's going on in Turkey. And the other thing is Ivanka works in the White House, and she just got all these trademarks from China. Jared is meeting with people in the White House. He works for the White House, meeting with people for loans which he received. So don't tell me that his family isn't using the office of the presidency almost like a cash register. So he should say nothing about no one. Just my opinion.
But I was one of the first to say that it didn't look good when this came out. And I am someone that says, get out in front of it, put a face on it, let people know that you're a human being. And I think he did a good job of that. What I loved, he said, my dad doesn't have to defend me, but he has to love me. And my dad loves me more than anything. This story's not going away because this is what the impeachment is all about, and the president and his kids are going to hammer this home. He also wants to stay out of politics. He's like, I don't want to be a political football. Leave me out of this. And speaking as someone like Meghan, who's been in politics as a kid, if you don't want to work in the White House or in the administration, it's a tough position to be in. You don't want to be involved. So I actually think he did himself some favors because the debate's going to happen tonight. Tomorrow, the headlines, I hope the headlines are this interview still, because the Democrats have a lot of other issues to be talking about right now, including the life of the American people, our military, Syria, the economy, healthcare. The list goes on and on and on. So if this is our biggest issue right now, what's going on with Hunter Biden, yes, it looked bad. I hope that we can all learn from this, including the Trump family, and say ethics do matter. Where we work matters. But we've got bigger issues to solve right now, in my opinion. We've got to move on. I'm sorry, I'm kind of over this story. I really am. I think we need to move along as a country.
Unfortunately, the rest of the country is trying to figure it out. But go ahead, baby.
It's just hard for me. I totally disagree with you. I don't think he did a great job. I think when he said, look, I'm a private citizen, part of the problem is he also said I probably wouldn't have gotten this job if I weren't a Biden. And I think it was some criticism that's been held against other politicians' children, is you sort of have to choose your lane. And I get that there are kids who don't, and I say kids, by the way, he's almost 50 years old, family members of politicians who say they don't want to be about it. But I know for my family, and again, it's just my experience, you're a unit. And I always say it's like being in a mafia family, and you all roll together and you know what you're getting into.